As a contractor, I don't pay for materials I don't use. So why would I pay for stuff I don't need in my mobile plan? That's why the new MyBiz plan from Verizon Business is so perfect. Now I can choose exactly what I want, and I only pay for what I need.
Right now, with MyBiz plan, get our best price, as low as $25 a line. Visit Verizon.com/business to get started today. New lines only. Price per month with 5+ lines. Includes auto pay and paper-free billing and promotional discount. Taxes, fees, economic adjustment charge. Applicable add-ons, prices, and terms apply. Guarantee applies to base monthly rate and stated discounts only. Add-on prices additional. Offers end September 30th, 2025.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
He can barely say girlfriend. He's calling you the wife.
This is the plaintiff, Anibal Rosado. He says the defendant owes his father money, paid a little of his debt off, and then just stopped. He doesn't think the guy's being fair. His father still has bills to pay, and he needs this $700 still owed, and is suing for just that. This is the defendant, William Lopez. He says he knew the plaintiff's father, who was a neighborhood loan shark. The guy died, and now his son's trying to collect interest on a loan he already paid off. The plaintiff has been really giving him a hard time, is harassing him, and he's glad to be in front of the judge today, so things get settled once and for all. He's accused of ducking out on a debt.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Anibal Rosado?
Yes.
You are suing William Lopez for $700, the balance of a loan that you say he owes your deceased father.
That's correct.
Okay, tell me what's going on.
This started back in July this year. Me and Maria were in San Juan when my father passed away.
Sorry about that. Is Maria your sister or your...
She's just the girlfriend, I guess, now.
Of who? Oh, your girlfriend. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
So we was in San Juan. My sister called me, said my father passed away. We started looking through his papers for insurance paperwork, and we came across a little paper saying that Mr. Lopez owed my father money.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. All it says is Willie?
Mm-hmm.
And then the phone number was written by Maria. Okay. So what the piece of paper said was 7/22/2013.
Right.
Willie debe, which means owes, $850.
Right.
That's it. Did
That's
you
it.
know Willie?
I did not know him, no.
How'd you find out who Willie was?
Through my father's phone records.
You found only one Willie?
Willie 161, which is where he works.
How did you know that's the guy?
I called.
And so you call him and you say what?
That I'm my father's son, because I don't know this man. So I acknowledged who I was, and he knew, I guess, of me. And I told him that I was calling on the debt that I found. He said he...
But how did you know that this was still out there?
Because of the date.
And your father passed away when?
Same day. He's one of the few people that saw him alive.
Okay. How did your father pass?
Heart attack.
I'm so sorry. All right, so go on.
So I told him about the debt. He acknowledged that. He told me to go to his place of work, which is on 161st Street. We went over there. First, he started with the "I'm sorry about your father. He was a good man." Then I told him, he knew why I was there. Then he gave me $150 towards the debt, and said that he would try and pay once a month.
Okay, and did he?
That was the last payment he gave me.
Did you ever call him to get more payments?
Actually, we had went back to Puerto Rico because I was doing business over there. So when I came back, I received a phone call saying that he wasn't going to pay me anymore because he had spoke to his lawyer and said that the debt is void because of my father's passing.
Did your father leave a will?
No.
Have you been to probate court?
No.
Okay. Can I hear your side, please?
Yes, I took a loan from his father on April 16, 2013. I borrowed $2,000 from his father. He was a neighborhood loan shark.
The father was a neighborhood loan shark?
Yes, and I had to pay back $2,500 from $2,000, and weekly payments.
Wait, when did you have to pay the $2,500 by? In how much time?
Well, 17 payments.
In 17 payments?
Yeah.
Okay. And so go on.
I used to pay him $150 a week. Sometime I would used to skip, and when I skip, I used to pay him $200 to make up the difference. And I have the paper here with me.
What is the paper? Something you wrote down or something he signed?
No, I wrote this down, but when his son came over to me, I paid him $300.
Did you show the son that paper?
Yes, he was here.
How much did you think he had borrowed?
$850 was what I saw.
No, what the note says is that $850 is owed. But when you met with him, did he tell you I borrowed $2,000 and I'm supposed to pay back $2,500?
No, all I know, like I said, I never saw this man before until I saw him.
I know that wasn't my question either. What I asked you is when you went there and you talked to him, did he tell you the circumstances he's telling me now?
No.
What did he tell you?
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Are you allowed to charge 25% interest to your friend?
Yes, if it's written down, yes.
If it's written down. 25% interest.
No way, that's not fair.
Is it legal? Whether it's fair or not, can I charge you 25% interest if you won $2,000 from me?
No, that's predatory, not fair.
Okay, predatory. It sounds like Chris Hansen's going to knock at your door. What do you think?
I think you could if it's a signed written contract.
50%.
If it's a signed written contract.
75%. You give me $5,000 in 2 weeks if I give you $2,000.
I guess if it's under the jurisdiction of a lawyer.
Then in that case, I got some money to loan you after the show. Going inside the courtroom.
He just told me about the $850.
Go ahead.
I never told him that.
Were there any other debts you collected on that were owed to your dad?
No.
I showed him the paper, and I paid him $300, and his girlfriend or his wife that's next to him put it right here.
Put what right there?
That's his wife or his girlfriend's signature, right here.
He can barely say girlfriend. He's calling you the wife.
No, because I don't know.
What did she put?
In the bottom there, I owe $700 when his son came over. I gave him $300 right there.
Right.
And there was a balance of $400.
Oh, there's according to you, there's only a balance of $400?
$400, right. And the signature, that's her handwriting. Though.
Did you write that down there? Come on up.
This?
Yeah.
That's not my handwriting. I don't write my summons like that at all.
Okay. Did you write anything on that piece of paper?
No.
You got a couple problems. Oh, by the way, did you talk to a lawyer?
Huh?
Did you talk to a lawyer?
No, I never talked to a lawyer.
Did you ever tell him you did?
When he came over, that's when I told him that I owe his father $700, and I gave him $300, and we owed a bond.
Did he give you $300 that day?
$150.
$150. Okay,
No.
so go on. Why don't we just look at the receipt? Okay, go ahead. There is no receipt, right?
Actually, I tried to give him a receipt. He didn't want to take it.
Oh, you know how people are always
I know.
rejecting receipts.
I know.
Okay, go ahead. But what?
I gave him the $300. That's when he left.
Listen to my question. When did you finally tell him I'm not going to pay you anymore?
When he came on August 8th.
And what did you tell him was the reason that you weren't going to pay him anymore?
Because I think his father died, and I made no agreement with him. I made an agreement, a verbal agreement with his father, and I don't think I should pay him because.
Okay, we got a couple problems. Okay, number one, if it is as he says that he borrowed $2,000 from your dad, and that he was supposed to pay back $2,500 in that short an amount of time, that is what we call loan sharking, and it's illegal, and you can't do it. And the penalty for doing it is different in different states. In your state of New York, it's you don't get to collect anything. But we don't, in other words, not you just don't get to collect the usurious part of the interest, it's you don't get to collect anything. Anything. The guy can walk off with your money, and because New York really doesn't want people loan sharking. Okay, so that's one problem. But you have a much more fundamental problem. Regardless of whether it was just originally an $800 loan, and it's like you think it is, or like he's saying it is, regardless, doesn't matter, okay? Your problem is you don't have standing to come into court and sue unless and until you go to court and you get named the executor of his estate. So you're wrong that the debt extinguishes with the death. Death doesn't extinguish a debt. You just owe it to the estate. But you are wrong that you could just come in and say, by the way, are you one of many kids, or are you an only child?
No, I have 2 sisters.
Exactly. You know, like you can't just come to court and say, pay me, you know, when there's other heirs. That's why the courts don't allow that. They make somebody go to court and say, I'd like to be named the executor. They say, okay, who else is going to inherit under, you know, because he left no will? Well, there's me and there's my 2 sisters. And then the sisters get summons into court and they say, do you have a problem with him being made the exec? Now, his estate may not warrant all that. You don't want to go through all that, and I understand it. But that's the problem. You don't have the authority to just say, I'm going to collect for, you know, everybody, I'm going to put in my, you can't do that. Right. You have to actually go to court and be named the executor, which I don't know the size of his estate and if it's worth doing or not doing. But until you do that, you can't sue at all. And if in fact, was your dad a loan shark?
No.
Okay. If in fact this was a usurious loan in particular, it's going to be very hard to collect anything anyway. Yeah.
Can I show you this paper?
What is that just a paper you wrote on, or did his dad write on it?
This is the one I made.
Okay, yeah, you talked to me already. I don't need to see the paper. Do you have anything that his dad signed or anything like that?
No, nothing. There was nothing signed, no agreement.
Okay, so based on what I just said, I cannot rule in your favor, and my verdict in this case is for the defendant. Good luck, folks.
So a judge cannot enforce any loan sharking, not that that's what your dad was. In fact, you said he wasn't. No. But now you do have certain responsibilities under the law if you want to collect his debts. Right. What's your understanding of this ruling?
I have to become the executor of the state.
Mm-hmm. What do you plan to do from here on?
Become the executor of the state. You're going to do that,
yeah. Right. And then are you going to continue to try to collect that loan from him? Mm-hmm. And are there others outstanding as well?
No, that's the only one I know of right now.
Okay. All right. Head right around the corner there and sign your documents on the way out. All right. So you come on in here. You understand that you still owe your debt to his estate, to his dad's estate, and he can come after you for that.
Yeah.
Why do you call his dad a loan shark?
He's everybody's a loan shark around the neighborhood.
Everyone's a loan shark?
His father was a loan shark for everybody. Used to lend money to.
Mm-hmm. And so would you be okay with it if he came after you and tried to collect this debt legally?
I don't think so. He should collect anything because I don't even know him.
Why don't you get receipts when you pay? You don't get receipts?
No, I didn't get no receipt. That's handwriting here.
All right, Harvey?
You know, if you charge more than the legal limit of interest, you get no interest when you go to court. The judge will not reduce it to the legal limit. You get 0. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Nature's Bounty. Nature's Bounty believes your body is brilliant, naturally designed to thrive, inside and out. For those always looking for new ways to support your health from head to heels, Nature's Bounty has a range of over 400 vitamins and supplements born from 50 years of trust and care. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature. Visit naturesbounty.com to learn more.
This is the plaintiff, Jenny McCrae. She says she rented a room from the defendant and thought it was going to work out great for her. Boy, was she wrong. There was another guy on the floor renting who sold drugs out of his room, and he also did drugs. The guy was even a slob on the toilet seat in their shared bathroom. Yuck. Needless to say, she moved out. The defendant owes her security and a 65-inch flat-screen TV, and she's suing him for every penny of the $1,750 he owes her. This is the defendant, Devon White. He says the plaintiff was a poor payer, always late, and the money came in dribs and drabs. He told her he wanted her out and even helped her move using his truck, and now she's suing him? Ridiculous, because she never even paid him the full security to begin with. He's accused of ruining a renter's day. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $3,480 for back rent, moving costs, and slander.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff rented a room in the defendant's house. Turns out there was another guy who rented another room who allegedly was smoking dope and also dealing it. And it made it impossible to live there. But the defendant says the plaintiff is making excuses because she's a deadbeat. It's the case of the tenant who cracked out.
Okay, Jeannie McCrae, you are suing Devon White for $1,750. $1,000 of it is 65-inch Mitsubishi TV. Wow. And $750 of it, the return of a security deposit that you paid your landlord and haven't received back. Talk to me. Tell me what's going on.
Your Honor, I saw this room on Craigslist.
Okay.
I saw the room. I made very clear to Mr. White that I get up very early in the morning because I have to be at work at 7:30. So I get up at 4:30 in the morning. I don't need to hear a lot of noise at night. I need to be able to sleep.
What were you doing? You were renting a room in a house?
Yes.
Just a room?
Just a room.
Okay.
I asked him if he had a problem me getting up early in the morning. Other tenants would there be a problem? He assured me no. I moved in half my stuff on February 16th. I moved the rest on...
What year?
2013, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I moved the rest February 23rd, 2013.
Okay.
On February 13, Your Honor, I signed this amendment letter.
Okay.
I have it right here.
Let me see it. And?
Okay, which was fine with me. But then I started thinking...
This is an amendment to what?
The rules.
Can I see the rules?
The rules are on there.
Okay, amendment means we're changing something. Is this the only document you signed?
Yes,
Okay,
that's correct.
amendment means that you are amending something that was already there. Is there another document?
I did not give a release, Your Honor.
Okay, so what is this amending?
That was just what I had from...
Okay, just so you know. All right.
Okay. On February 13, I gave him $750.
Okay.
The dates on it was from February 13 to March 13, which I have right here.
Let me see the receipts you have.
Okay. Here we go. On another receipt, Your Honor, in front of you, on February 13 is dated.
Okay, let's hold on. How much, February 13th is the day you see the place?
Yes, the day I signed all
Okay,
those
so your first three receipts are on February 13th.
Yes.
There's one for $750.
Yes.
Okay, and then it says that you're supposed to pay $1,500. You've paid $750. There's a balance due of $750. And then there's a separate one for $750 on the same date.
Yes.
That's two receipt numbers later.
Yes.
Then there is on the same date a receipt for $200, part payment of broker's fee.
Yes, that's his.
But it's
quote-unquote.
the next consecutive one from his receipt book.
Yes. Then there's also another receipt, Your Honor. March 13 paid another $300.
Towards what? Partial rent?
Yes.
Okay.
And as you can see, another receipt, 3/29/2013, another $200.
And this says towards rent and deposit?
Yeah, that's what he
I know,
claimed.
but you know that every month rent comes up, right? Oh, okay. Was there a broker that you paid money to?
Yeah, I paid her $750.
Okay,
And that
but you
turned out
didn't
to
pay
be-
a broker $750. You paid him $750.
I paid them both.
Okay, did you sign anything with the broker?
No.
Who is the person who you paid $750 to? Because if I pay somebody $750, you damn well know I'm going to know their name.
Her name is Joy.
Okay, Joy what?
I don't know her last name. She's the one that...
Did you sign anything with that broker regarding the broker fee?
She never gave me anything to sign.
Who's Joy?
Joy is a real estate broker, she told me.
She told you she was a real estate broker? Why are you collecting Joy's $750?
I never collected Joy's $750.
Whose receipt book is this?
Okay, my receipt book. Let me explain.
And you understand that $200 towards broker fee is what you wrote in your receipt book. Why are you collecting Joy's money? Because see, she's accusing you of just trying to sop an extra $750 through a made-up broker who has no license. There's no Joy here. I have no... What's Joy's last name?
Joy,
Yeah, okay. There's no broker's license fee in front of me, and you're the guy collecting it. So of all the cases I've ever seen where somebody accuses the landlord of it, this one's not looking good for you. Why are you collecting Joy's fee?
Okay, Joy borrowed my receipt book. She's sitting at the kitchen table.
Joy borrowed your receipt. A legitimate broker borrowed your receipt book to hand out a receipt.
Your Honor, if you look at the handwriting, you see two different handwritings. One
I don't
is
care.
Joy's.
I care that it's your receipt book. I can see you're the one who's handing out a receipt for it. You can't tell me, oh, that licensed broker who's entitled to take $750. I don't know her last name. There's no contract. She's not here. And just ignore the fact that it came out of my receipt book. You really think I'm going to buy that? All right, let's move on to the next issue.
Okay.
You hold on, because you're happy to pay the broker fee to the mysterious Joy, okay? So you're the one who's paying it. Now, if assuming that that's what you were happy to do, okay, then here comes March 13th, and it's time for you to pay another $750, and what you pay instead is $300 of your rent. Then on March 29th, which is halfway through the month, another $200. Then another $400 towards rent, but it's also the deposit that you still hadn't paid, right? Because you hadn't paid the security deposit. So at some point, you get sick of her because she's not paying and it's dribs and drabs and you're tired of chasing her.
Yes, I told her she has to leave because she's not paying on time.
Okay, who are you?
I'm his wife. Okay. We both had a conversation with Jeannie. We both went upstairs, we sat in the kitchen and we spoke. And she said to us that she could not afford to give us the security.
Where is she living? I'm confused about something. This is go ahead.
She lives on the 3rd floor of our home.
The 3rd floor is a unit.
Kind of separate.
Yes.
Okay, so she is in a room, and who else is in a room up there?
2 other guys.
All right, let me ask you a question. According to you, you decide that you want to leave. And you want to leave, why?
One of the guys that was renting the room, he was 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, running the hallways, running back and forth in the bathroom, peeing on the toilet seat, fleeces on the toilet seat.
It's feces, not fleeces.
On the toilet seat. He was smoking weed. I mean, he was the loud music, washing dishes 2 o'clock in the morning, taking a shower, banging. I mean, it got every single night.
Okay, so you tell him you're going to leave, and when were you supposed to leave?
It was like the second week in April, which I did leave.
Okay,
but I was supposed to leave one weekend, but I couldn't because my mover, Miguel, had a family tragedy.
Okay.
So he was going to move me that Wednesday.
Okay.
Mr. White could not wait, so he moved me himself that Sunday.
He moved you?
Yeah. Because he couldn't wait.
Boy, he must have really wanted you out. All right, so he moves you?
Yeah, and I wanted to get out. I said, fine.
Did you pay him to move you?
No.
Okay, so he moves you, all except for the TV?
Yeah, what he did is he put my stuff in the foyer the second trip. He said, oh, I'll be back with your TV. I'm waiting an hour. 2 hours passed by, nothing. No phone call, no nothing. I call him. He says, I'm tired. I'm not coming. I'm not going to move your TV. I'm not going to bring your TV.
Okay.
So I said to him, I said, I'm going to the police station. So he said, I don't care. Go.
Did you go?
Yeah, I did.
And what happened?
And the police told me to file a small claims court.
Okay, but when Wednesday came, first of all, why didn't you move her TV?
Okay, after the second trip, I said, I'm going to go get your TV. But when I got back home, I was exhausted, Your Honor, and a broken finger. Okay, so I called her and I said, look, have your mover come and get the TV on Wednesday when they're available. And she went crazy. I want my TV. I worked too hard for my TV.
Do you have any record of any any text or anything with her about the TV?
Absolutely.
Let me see the text you're talking about. Because you moved out when?
April 14th, Your Honor.
Okay, so you moved out April 14th?
Yes, that was that Sunday, yes.
Okay. Your lease your agreement is from the 13th to the 13th. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
So you're supposed to be out on the 13th when you get 30 days notice. You're not supposed to spend another day into April.
1 day.
Yeah, 1 day. Go. Details. You know what that kicks in under the eyes of the law?
I was going to move out
and
that
he
weekend.
moved you out. You weren't even going to move out if he hadn't physically helped you out.
I helped too.
Oh, that was good of you.
Thank you.
Let me see your text.
So I've called, Your Honor.
Excuse me.
Okay, so you sent her a text a few days ago saying, I've called and texted asking that you come get your TV. You choose not to respond. I'm asking you for the last time. Come and get your property no later than Saturday the 22nd. I'm going to put it on the street. I'm not going to let you continue to manipulate the situation any longer. Answer, I will see you in court and will show the judge these text messages and voicemail. You lying piece of fleeces. Jeannie, I refuse to stoop to your level of name calling. I just called the judge to let her know about you threatening to put my property on the street. She didn't call me. We have court on Tuesday. You will have to answer to the judge. Both of you just like, posturing for me. It's so much fun.
I was at
You
work.
must know the truth. It will always be revealed. It's my TV and I want my security back. I stayed there for 45 days. It was hell. You allow a drug addict to give you rent. What you said in your complaint was that somebody was selling drugs. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
How do you know?
I took a day off to see exactly what was going on during the day. The guy was home all day long, smelling weed, walking around.
Did you ever call the police about that?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Talk to me about the security deposit. When did you pay the security deposit? These are the 4 receipts for what you paid, right? These are the 4 receipts. 5 receipts.
Yes.
For what you paid.
Everything I pay is receipts.
I got you. So there would be February, which is $750. There would be March, which is $750. There would be April, because you stayed a day into April, and that's the law. She's already left. Are you claiming, let's go talk about your counterclaim where you're suing for almost $3,500. You want her to pay you the balance of a security deposit. Why would you get a security deposit after she's left? Did she damage a place?
I just made mention of it.
You just made it up. Okay,
Right.
good.
I didn't make mention
April,
of it.
We talked about that. Moving costs. Why would she pay you $400 when you never had a contract with her to pay you $400 for moving her? Okay. $730 for storage fees for her TV.
From the get-go, I told her, come and get her TV. She never came to get it. So, Your Honor.
Okay, all I need is for you to prove to me that you said, come and get your TV, as opposed to that you felt she owed you money, so you kept the TV hostage.
My son was there when I was telling her on the phone, Your Honor.
Okay, come on up, son. How old are you? Switch places, please.
With Mom, thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
18?
Yes.
Okay, talk to me.
So after the second trip of moving Miss Jeannie's stuff out of her apartment, me and my dad, we were tired from moving all of her stuff. And he called her, telling her to get her TV, and she just went off.
And said what, deliver my TV?
Basically.
Okay, go ahead and step back. You're suing for thank you. You're suing for $1,000 for slander?
She claims that I go into her room when she's not there. She's talking about drugs being sold in my house. You know, this is my family. We live there. I have another family live in the house, which they're, Christian people.
Okay.
You know, and she's talking about drug
Here's what
dealers in my house.
I need you
she's slandering my name.
I need you to make sure that these are all legitimate receipts.
Can I come show you around?
Sure.
Right here. So if the other tenant is out of control, can you break the lease and move out? What do you think?
I would say yes, you can if they're breaking the lease themselves.
So if another tenant breaks the lease, you can move out. Is that right?
I would say no. You take a risk when you rent a room.
So it's a buyer beware. You buying that?
No way. I would give a notice to my friend. I would say if things don't change, then I'm out of here.
But can you just bail without giving the legal notice if the other person is smoking marijuana, maybe even dealing it, being completely out of control?
Yes.
Is peeing on the toilet seat a deal breaker?
No.
Why is that funny? Going inside the courtroom.
These two are yours. Okay, that's first and what?
Okay. The broker wrote this.
Wait, you wrote 2 receipts.
I did not write this one. The broker wrote this. I didn't even realize the broker wrote this.
Are you kidding me? What kind of, this is like insanity. So she's got proof of having paid you $750 more than she wrote you out of your receipt book, and you want me to pretend it didn't happen?
Your Honor, all 3 of us are sitting at the table. The broker said to me, let me borrow your receipt book because I don't have mine.
Okay, I got a news flash for you. Don't ever let anybody borrow your receipt book, because what's going to happen is they're going to parade into court, they're going to say they paid you this, and it's going to be from your receipt book, and it's going to look like they paid you. That's exactly what it looks like. That's what it is. Go ahead and go back to the podium. Go back to the podium. I'm not going to, someone comes into court with evidence they paid something from your receipt book, but I should ignore it because it was a mistake. Okay.
Well, she told me, Your Honor.
All right, stop. Okay, let's discuss. First of all, go pick up your TV. It's your responsibility to move your own hiney. I think you wanted him to move your TV because it's a pain, and you wanted to not have to pay Miguel $160 to move your TV. That's what probably happened. So go pick up your own TV at your own expense. That's what you have to do. Now, you are counterclaiming against her a security deposit. She's already left. You can't say, now I want you now to pay the security deposit. Security deposit is for damages, and according to you, there were none. Moving costs and storage fees, neither of which you have a contract for, so you can't create a contract after an event has happened. All right, she should be paying February's rent, she should be paying March, and she should be paying April because she stayed past the 13th. That's 3 months. So she should be paid up for $22.50. So here's how this case is going to be resolved. Number one, I want you to go to the police department and get a police escort to go pick up your TV so that there are no problems between you folks, okay? Number two, regarding any return of a security deposit, I have added up the months that you should have paid, and there is a net balance of $350 that I find that you owe her for the simple reason that $750 of a, quote, broker fee is given to a mysterious person with no license to take it and from your receipt book. This is the most classic case in my entire career that I've ever seen of a landlord collecting a fee and then saying, oh, no, but that doesn't count towards anything, and I'm not going to permit it. If there's a broker who gets paid, you let that broker get paid, having nothing to do with you. Otherwise, I'm going to assume that exactly what it looks like, that's what it is, which is you're skimming some of it. So I find that you need to go pick up your own TV at your own expense, and she's owed $350 net judgment in favor of the plaintiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, as it comes out of the courtroom here, let's get some comment from the landlord here on how things went down in there.
Ridiculous.
Judge says you tried to skim some money off there and get a fee you weren't entitled to.
That's ridiculous.
She brought the broker in. We did not invite a broker in. She brought her own broker.
What about what was going on in that apartment? She said there was some drug activity, drug smell in there, plus the bathroom conditions.
She's
delusional.
She's
That's
delusional.
what I think it is.
That's basically
You
what
think
it
she
is.
made that
Because
all of that up?
She kept telling my wife how she slept like a baby, and she.
Okay, so what happened?
Great.
So why would she do this to you?
I have no idea.
No idea. All right.
It's. You know,
Okay. Head right around the corner there. Follow Officer McIntosh that way, okay? All right, so come on in here and tell her. You satisfied with how this comes out?
Of course I am.
Yeah?
Yes. And what they said is completely a lie. I mean, it wasn't my broker. I went on Craigslist, and the broker's telephone number was right there. I called it, and I'm thinking that she's a landlord. She's not. She's friends with him. And they're trying to scare me out of all
What
this
was it like
money.
living under those conditions with the feces and this drugs?
House of horror.
Yeah? You lived there.
Never. 3 months? That's not staying. I got out
Harvey?
of there.
So here's the thing. If the other tenant is doing something that breaks it's called a warranty of habitability, which means that you really can't live safely in the house anymore, a lot of judges will let you break the lease. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
This is the plaintiff, Catherine Chapman. She says she was about to pull out of a parking spot in her 2002 Chevy Camaro when she heard a loud clunk. The defendant struck her car with her laundry cart, denting her rear quarter panel. When she approached the defendant, all she got was a bad attitude. Well, she can have a bad attitude too, and is suing the rude defendant for the $600 it's going to cost to fix her car. This is the defendant, Stacy Manos. She says the cart that hit the plaintiff's car wasn't hers. It was another lady's cart, which rolled off the curb and struck the car. The plaintiff went over to the lady to confront her about the dent, and that lady told her she wasn't at fault. It was her, and pointed towards her. She couldn't believe she was being blamed for something she didn't do, and can't believe she's being sued today. She's accused of being carted off to court.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says the defendant hit her car with a laundry cart, but the defendant says she wasn't pushing the cart in question. It's the case of putting the cart before the laundry.
Witnesses have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Catherine Chapman?
Yes.
All right, you're suing Stacy Manos for $600, the estimate to repair a dent in your car that you say was her fault. Tell me what happened.
On July 13th of this year, I was finished with my laundry, I was sitting in my car, and as I was sticking, as I was getting ready to pull off, I heard clunk, clunk. And I jumped out of my car, and right next to me there was a very nice couple. They were putting their laundry in, and I said, "Sir, I think you might have just struck my car." And he kind of made a face and kind of motioned at the door where she was entering. So I approached her, and I said, "I think you just hit my car." And she said,
Wait. I'm sorry. So you didn't see who hit your car?
No, I just heard a clunk,
But
clunk.
you went to the people who were closest, and they went like
Yeah,
that.
he kind of like, he didn't want to get involved.
All right.
It was him and his wife. And
Okay.
so I approached her because she was actually still entering the laundromat at that time.
Okay.
And she didn't say yes or no. Her immediate response was, "How do I know your car wasn't already like that?"
That was her response?
Yes.
Not, "No, I didn't. What are you talking about? Lady, I have no idea what you're talking about, but how do I know your car wasn't already damaged?"
And the hairs were standing up. And I said, "Okay." So the gentleman with his wife kind of were near me, and they were like, "We saw everything. It's okay." So I went over to the
What'd they
manager.
tell you happened?
They said they saw her hit him.
How?
Obviously, I didn't know, but she was pulling, I guess, a stroller at the same time.
Okay.
Maybe.
A laundry cart and a stroller?
This is what I was told.
Okay.
And so I just called the police to have them come out because she wouldn't answer me. She wouldn't give me any information. I said, "We can swap information."
So the police come and they take a report?
Yes.
Do you have the report?
I do.
May I see it? What happened?
Okay, I was pulling my daughter's stroller. So, as I pulled her stroller into side, the lady came out. She was holding the door open for me. So,
Which lady? The couple she's talking about?
Yes, the couple
Okay.
she's talking about. She was holding the door open. Her husband was turned around, putting his laundry in, so he didn't even see anything. He was putting his laundry in because her car was parked right next to their car. She held the door open. Her laundry cart was on the other side of mine. I was pulling my cart through, and that cart went off the curb.
How
and
did that
hit
cart
her
go
car.
off the curb?
Like, here's the door, and this is her cart.
Okay.
And mine was, like, I was pushing it in between the door and her cart. So the lady moved her cart over, and it went off the curb. And
Listen to my question. Did your cart, when
No.
you were, I haven't asked my
Sorry.
question. Did your cart, when you were pulling it, hit the other cart, and then the other cart hit her car?
No, my cart, like...
Hit nothing. You touch nothing, you hit nothing, you're being framed.
Who's ever pushed a cart into a car? Who's done it? Quick. Did you fess up?
No.
You? Yeah. Did you fess up?
Well, I did. I got caught. She was right there when it happened.
Getting caught is not fessing up. Who else? You won't even admit it. Come on, going inside the courtroom.
The lady, she said that... Okay, the old lady that was the older lady that was holding the door open, she moved her car over so I can get my cart through. And my cart didn't touch anything. Like, at first, it was getting jammed in between the door and her cart. That's why she moved it over. And it went off the curb and hit the lady's car.
Okay. All right. Have you seen the police report?
Yes, she sends it to me.
What does the police report say?
It says that I don't think it made that dent.
Well, worse than that. The police officer says that he spoke with you and that you said that the laundry basket accidentally rolled into her car.
Not mine.
Okay. And that she didn't think that the laundry basket caused that damage. That sounds like you're admitting to the police officer that, in fact, the laundry basket accidentally rolled into the car. We're talking about your laundry basket, honey. The officer's not asking about somebody else's laundry. You don't say somebody else's laundry basket. You say, look, the laundry basket accidentally rolled in, but I don't think it made that damage. She's trying to milk it. That's what the police report says, basically.
I told the police that I said this was an accident. I had my
What was
daughter
an
with
accident?
me.
I thought you said it didn't happen.
No, my car didn't touch my car didn't touch her car. I had my cart. I was pulling it in, and this lady, she's coming up to me saying, "Where's your car? I'm gonna do this to your car." So all this is going on.
Did you say
She's
that?
like, "I'm gonna have."
Did you tell her I'm gonna do this dent to your car?
The only thing I did say in sarcasm was, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to call my cousin Judge Judy," and everybody was laughing.
No, she said,
I don't
"I'm
think
gonna
that's
call
funny.
my boyfriend."
You're my
She
favorite.
said, "I'm calling my
I did say that.
boyfriend."
Do you have a statement from a witness? Who's that witness?
I do. Him and his wife were the ones. They actually stayed till the police arrived, and they sent me a notarized statement. They wanted to come. He sent me a notarized letter.
May I have that? May I have the original? I have a copy. I want to see the original. All right, and this is the gentleman that we keep talking about, that couple?
Dad had no idea what even happened because he didn't even see
He's
it.
the one I thought struck the cart first.
So I shouldn't believe him, and I shouldn't believe the police officer who says that you told him that it was an accident and that you don't think that damage was caused by the cart.
Because I did say, how do I even know that dent wasn't there?
Right, she advised the laundry basket had accidentally rolled in, and she didn't think that said damage was caused by the basket. Okay. I had just opened the rear door to my vehicle when a woman walked by pushing a stroller and pulling a laundry cart with her laundry. As she passed by to enter the laundromat, the laundry cart pulled by her, swung sideways, and struck another laundry cart with a large pole. This cart then fell over, and the pole part struck the right rear fender of her car, damaging the paint. The responding officer interviewed the parties involved, filled out his police report, and said that because Stacy Manos had said that she had in fact caused the laundry cart to fall over, and as a result of her admission, that we did not have to give him witness statements. Okay.
Your Honor.
Yep.
I also have pictures of the laundry cart because most laundry carts are kind of small with just a rubber. This is a different kind of cart. This is from the actual site. The way
let me see that.
They have like a triangle hook. They're very unusual. And I know it wasn't a purposeful thing.
Of course not. What kind of car is this?
A 2002 Camaro Z28.
Okay, well, we got a lot of pictures of the laundromat.
Just to show you that's the
If
site.
I need to know anything about
That's
how
the
that laundromat looks, I've got it. Okay, this is the dent right there?
Yes.
Oy. Okay, we know what the Ocean Police...
Oh, I know. I took a picture of their car
looks
when I
like.
came.
Oy, look at that. Where's the shopping cart? That's what I wanted to see.
It's in one of the first two there. It's like a triangle. You can see the top, the way it's...
They have long
angled.
poles.
Right.
It's like
Which
a
was the
triangle.
other lady's cart that she was holding.
Which was the other lady's cart that she was holding.
Well,
That you're wedging between and trying to move, and then that's how it happened? Why don't you just tell me how it happened?
Honestly,
Honestly, no, for once in your life, when you say honestly, mean it, and I want you to tell me really, really how it happened.
I'm trying to tell you, it happened so fast. I pulled the cart through, and like all of a sudden the cart just fell over and went into her car. But my cart, I was holding on to it, I was pulling it through.
And when you pulled it through, you knocked over another cart, and the big triangle part is the pole part that fell, exactly like the witnesses say it happened. And then you tell the police, well, it was an accident, but I don't think I caused that damage.
Because she blamed me. She was like, you...
Yeah, of course she blamed you. Who the heck else is she going to blame but you?
Honestly, I didn't.
Come on, $600 verdicts for the plaintiff. That's my...
Well, the defendant fought like mad, but I mean, when it's your fault, it's your fault. I mean, can't you, right?
Yeah, it happened so fast, so she got it.
You're still fighting it. You're still fighting it. When it was pretty obvious in there that you didn't hit the car or your cart didn't hit the car, but what you caused to happen hit the car. You
Yes.
accept that?
Yes.
Whew, feel better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
All right.
you.
Now, right around the corner this way. All right, so you got it. I don't know about the court show reference you made there. That could have cost you.
They're both my favorite. I wish she would have spoken a little in Spanish, though.
You didn't need to because you won the case anyway.
I'm pleased with the verdict. She was fair.
All right. Did you intimidate her at all at the scene there?
No, not at all. The nice couple stayed with me, and I called the police, and that was it. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Cut and dry. Harvey.
Okay.
Okay, this is a simple thing you have to remember. When you are in an accident, only say what you absolutely need to say, otherwise, zip it.